I'm back in the US, in New York, in my home. And this feels surreal. Do you want to know why? Here, things that I had to do to reach here and sit in my own bedroom in the US. First thing on the agenda, of course, was to book my flights. I used Make My Trip to book my flights to come to the US. Second thing, getting vaccinated. Finally excited. Good morning. So we are on our way to get my second dose of vaccine. I have all my papers and everything ready. How do you feel driving me to my vaccination?
I am actually feeling happy and scared both. I am happy about your vaccination because you will get your second dose in 28 days and you have that privilege, and scared that with the first dose you was not feeling well and you had to work all night and everything went messed up everything. So I was a little bit scared about it, but I hope so nothing will happen this,
because the first vaccine dose had killed me. Like literally, I had fever, everything that could possibly happen for the side effects of vaccine. So I'm hoping it does not happen. So luckily we are in the 100 slots because they only had 100 doses for today, which is crazy because there's so many international students going. So they only had 100 doses for today. We already booked the slot in advance, so we had our token, whatever it is. So yeah, I am waiting in line. It's 1:30. The dose doesn't start till 2 p.m. And this is the So a quick update, I am running a fever right now. I have shivers, I got loose motions. Basically everything they asked me like is gonna happen because of the second dose is happening right now. 3:40 in New York and I've just like locked off. I'm like, first dose I could pull through. This one is just not happening for me. So I'm like, I need my health to be better. So I'm gonna log off. Hopefully no symptoms or like nothing. So good night. Being a fully vaccinated human, that meant that it was safer for me to travel, safer for my parents to be around me. How I got my 2 doses of vaccination. The third was to, of course, get an RT-PCR test done. To be tested negative 3 days before I flew. The next thing was to prep a bit before I flew to the US. Hey guys, so today we are getting my hair done before I fly off, and because I did dead the last time, so this time we are doing something different. We are trying balayage with like blondes and ash blondes and I don't know what. I just give it all up to them because last time when I did that, the red turned out to be really amazing. So I'm just gonna do that again, and yeah, I'm excited to see how this turns out. Let's see. We just blow dried my hair. I love how full my hair has become from the scanty it has become. Yeah. Today morning we got a lot of shit done. I woke up early in the morning. I got my national driver license check, and right now we are at spa getting my face a little better, going to get my final like spa treatment, getting waxing and all of this good stuff. And I know I had to put like a thumb stamp, which is so weird. I've never in my life had to put a thumb stamp, but yeah, this is all that we gotta do. And I have my book. Go have another spa. Oh, by the way, 2 days to go. And last but not the least, fucking flat to the US. Good morning everyone. So I just got a news that my flight has been delayed. So I don't know because of course there's a hurricane, and then there's some construction going on EWR, New York airport. So on the runway, I just don't know. It's been delayed. So now I was gonna fly out tonight, but I'm flying out tomorrow. So one more day I can stay here. Right now I'm gonna start packing It feels surreal right now to even pack for that big bag. I have been like just traveling with my trolley and my rucksack for the past 8 months. Anywhere I've been, I've like not even touched my bags. They're always here, but I've not even touched those big bags. And now I have to pack them. It feels weird, surreal. I don't know. So yeah, this is it, and let's get to packing. Extended 1 day to go. I have all my data, my papers, everything all good to go. Now was the time to fly. And to be honest, this was the hardest part of the trip. How do you feel?
Oh,
Okay, good.
we are happy that you are like fulfilling your dreams, but that same time we are sad also that you are going.
Let's go. To be honest, I've never been this nervous. Like whenever, even when I was going for the very first time, I was like, okay, fine, it's just like normal. Immigration's fine. But this time it was a nerve-wracking. Like I can't even tell you how tensed I was. It's not because of like some issue, but just with the US passport, with like not being able to go for such a long time. And like during immigration, I'm going to tell you the entire story too, that when I was standing in the line to just get my documents verified, so even before you get into the line to drop your bags, they will verify everything that you have. So even before I went to that area, they were checking everything. They made sure that I had all my documents correct. I had my COVID test negative, that's done, everything was good. And then so I showed my passport and I showed my visa and I showed my documents that were there. And then because I'm on a certain type of visa, they're like, wait, is this even allowed, let us check. So then they're like, we have to check with the US immigration because we don't know if this something like this is allowed. And I'm like, wait, what? Like I knew there was something like this gonna happen, but I was like, okay, let's go and check. I'm like, I have all the documents, I have like approval from the government, I have everything with me. They're like, we still need to check. And I'm like, okay. So they went ahead and checked all my documents, and he literally called somebody from the consulate to make sure that I'm allowed. And then they're like, okay, you go. And at those 10 minutes, it was 10 minutes, yeah, I think it felt like a gazillion years, but the most nerve-wracking. Like my heartbeat was pop, 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 pop. It was crazy. And now I can finally like breathe because I'm done with my immigrations. I'm at the lounge, that same area which I was there last year, and I'm at the lounge and I'm having my breakfast right now. So one of the craziest thing happened is when I was just like walking and coming towards like the gate, they're like, oh ma'am, the lounge is this side, your business class, right? I'm like, no, economy. And they're like, oh okay, but the lounge is that side. I'm like, okay, because see, that's why you always dress well, because if I want an upgrade, I can get one because I'm dressed well. So even though comfort is the key, yes, like I am super comfortable in what I'm wearing, but always dress well to the airport because you get treated better. Truly. Time to go. could not have been possible if these two people in my life were not there. Firstly, my father, he is literally the person who made sure it was possible. Like, from following up with the government for the vaccination, from following up like with different agencies of how somebody can travel to the US, to getting me vaccinated, to making sure like I got the vaccination on the day off, because of course there was a lot of crowd. Also, like, for getting my tests done, for booking the flights on time, everything, like from the start till the end, that entire process of 28 days long process was possible because of my father following up. And I think he needs the credit that I am here was because of him, and of course my mother, because of supporting me in every decision that I made, and my father of every decision that they made. So a quick story for you guys. When I came back to Bombay in October, I had no plans of staying past January. Like, I was like, okay, I'll go for a few months because it gets really cold in the winter. I knew it's gonna take a while for like everything to be back to normal. So I was like, okay, I'll go to India and then come back in like 3-4 months. Those 3-4 months changed into like 8 months. And part of it was my doing, of course, because I got to travel so much. Definitely part of it was my doing. But April was the time I was like, okay, now I'm finally ready to go. We had a COVID situation at our own place, and then I was like, okay, then I have to wait more. And then May was, I'm like, no, I gotta get out. I have to like leave. And on May 4th, the US shut its border for anybody who's gonna come from India till unseeable future. Like, there was no communication on when the ban is gonna lift, nothing. I went into a frenzy. I was like, oh my god, I need to go back. Like, me, my mom and my dad, we called every travel agent that was there in our roster of agents. Okay, next month, okay, one more month, okay, one more week, the ban is gonna lift it. Come June, we were like, too much, I need to get out. Week of June is when the government announced that for people who want to go abroad, and who students, who international travelers who want to go abroad, people on different type of visa, you can get the second dose of vaccinated in the next 28 days. I read an article which said like Indian citizens who have been in India for the last 14 days were not allowed to enter the US. But if you are like maybe transit to another country, stay there for 14 days, you can go to US. I also considered that for a very brief moment. There were just so many issues that happened. So contact the NIE for an exemptions to travel to the US, but because of my visa type, they are like, and because I was fully vaccinated, they said I don't need an exemption from them and I can travel. So on the 11th, when I went to the airport, and this was the very first time that I saw traveling abroad completely changed for me. I thought, yeah, this is all good, this is great, I am ready, I can fly and all good. So I was in my la la land, going to the lounge, checking in the lounge. I had my coffee. When I reached the boarding gate, there was another surprise waiting for me. I could not take my coffee inside because when you board the gate, your boarding pass is scanned. There was another screening for all your electronics, everything that you bring, and that was so new to me. And then I finally boarded in the flight. I was crying. I had just tears in my eyes. I could not. I wanted to record that, but I just like could not. I was like just like on my phone with my parents, and I was like crying. I'm like, I am finally going home. Like it's not fair. It's just not fair for, you know, travel bans. It's just not fair for like, for God knows what purpose they had a travel ban, like because of COVID. Just like, I feel people who's like the timelines, like putting a stop at timeline, I just felt like it's so unfair for not just me, for a lot of people. It was just so unfair. So when I finally flew for those 15-14 hours, for the very first time I felt sick to my stomach. Like when I touched down on New York, like when I was seeing the city, I went to New York airport. When I was seeing Jersey from top above, I still could not believe that I am here. Of course, immigrations happened. They asked me so many questions for the very first time. Of course, I had answers to every question, but there was a second where there was one situation that came. There was a second in my thought that I'm like, he's not gonna allow me. This person is not gonna allow me to enter. He's not gonna allow me. I'm gonna have to book my flight. He also called someone to ask if I'm allowed to enter. When he put those stamps on my passport, I'm like, yes, bitches, I am going home. When I exited that immigrations thing, I saw an entire line of people, and I was like, what is happening? And to my dismay, these are all students who are coming for fall program. So if there is any student who is watching this video, I just want to tell you that if after immigrations you are asked to stand in a line for your second screening for your passports and your documents, don't be scared. This concludes my video for today. I am excited to be back. If you cannot see from my face already, I'm just super pumped and happy that I am back. And yeah, it feels good. This feels really good. So yeah, thank you so much. I know I made you guys wait a long time for this video, but just me, it's all in the production process. A lot of things are happening. A lot of things are like changing so quickly. Few chapters that are going to be ending in my life soon. There are few great new beginnings that are going to happen. So I'm excited for all of that, and I'm excited to take you guys on that journey with me. I'm going to get emotional in like 3, 2, 1. I can already feel those tears like forming, and I can't get emotional because I have an entire day of work to go through. But yeah, it just feels great to be back. I've never thought that I would go. I don't know what to say. I'm just very happy. So if you guys enjoyed this video of my journey coming back to the US, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel because I post new videos every single week. And take care of yourself. I will see you guys very soon. Bye.